So far in these scout report videos for this particular playlist, I haven't mentioned anyone too obscure, or certainly from a league that's so obscure you wouldn't think to touch it. But I have a tendency to do this every time I make these kind of videos. I like to find the players that I think have the huge potential and those who I think would appeal more to the fan base. What I mean by appeal to the fan base is that we can invite new sets of fans to join the club and support it. I know that there is a Japanese Hammers fan group, and just imagine how they would feel if we were to sign a Japanese player for the men's team. The women's team has had Japanese players, but the men's has not. This next player might just fit the ticket. 23-year-old defensive midfielder Sota Kawasaki. He is named after a motorbike. Before anybody says anything, no, I'm just kidding. My dad actually spoke to me about wanting to get a motorbike at one point, and I mentioned Kawasaki to him. Wasn't really a big fan. That's another conversation I might have to have with him where I try to convince him not to do it. But talk about Sota. Sota plays for Kyoto Sanga in the Japanese top flight. And he's somebody who was linked with a move to England recently. He was linked with a move to Coventry City. Now that Frank Lampard's manager, will he go ahead and sign this Japanese defensive ace? I'm not so sure. But he's a very high prospect in his homeland. Kawasaki has played for his current club since he was 16 years old. He's made 122 appearances and he scored 8 goals. He also played for Japan at the 2024 Summer Olympics and has been called up to the national team, but he's yet to make an appearance at senior level. He's also played for Japan's under-23 team. For a defensive midfielder, he has very good vision and technical ability to progressively move from a deep position. Although he likes to stay back quite a lot, he can move comfortably into the centre midfield and even as far as towards the number 10 role. More so like a box-to-box kind of player. He can also position himself to turn quickly and face forward in order to sprint, if he can do that, and move forward more often. He is good at moving laterally across the back line to cover ground, so he can act as a makeshift centre-back. He tends to guard the centre midfield in the deep back line, thus he plays in defensive roles more often than not. He strategically fouls opponents to disrupt counter-attacks or to let his teammates regroup. He rarely gets yellow carded or sent off. Edson Alvarez could learn a thing or two from Sota Kawasaki. In fact, I think we could learn a lot from Japanese culture. How to live very minimalist lifestyles, how to have better diets, and how to live longer. Or, in the defensive midfielder's case, stay on the pitch for longer and not get suspended or sent off.